Right here I have A model number 28. It's instrument number 80. And besides this one, I've built 27 other A models and several F models and several guitars, 80 in total, and even a couple dulcimers thrown in there. But anyway, this is A model number 28, instrument number 80. It was finished August the 25th of 2018. I built at the same time, built that Aspen mandolin that's also on this channel. And we'll talk a little bit about this. Of course, the other one was Aspen, and this one was made out of curly walnut at the same time. And we'll talk about the mandolin. Stainless steel covered tailpiece, England spruce top that I got from Cement Chambers, come from the Rocky Mountains. Rosewood bridge, ebony fingerboard with ivory binding, mother of pearl dots, bone nut, ebony peghead overlay with my name inlaid in it. Now we'll go ahead and look at the fingerboard and the top while we got it there. There's the top. Now about the walnut back and sides and neck. A friend of mine gave it to me and he brought it from his property in South Carolina. He told me that the tree had blown down in a hurricane. This was years ago, like back in the 80s. I kept the wood all this time and I finally got around to making a mandolin out of it. And let's take a look at it. Like I said, curly walnut sides, curly walnut neck, curly walnut back. And I don't know whether the camera will focus on this knob. We'll try to hold it up a little closer so you can see it. But now about this walnut. It was the hardest walnut that I have ever cut. It was hard to plane, it was hard to sand, it was hard to carve. It's just really a hard piece of wood. And because of that, it had a really bright tap tone. And because the tap tone was bright, I like to tap tune the mandolins down to a D note or a C sharp note. Tap tuning. And so I made this one pretty thin to get it down there because it was so stiff. It didn't want to come down and pitch. But we got it. And while I'm at it, I'd like to talk about truss rod. I don't talk about that much, but all my instruments have got a double action double rod in them. It'll either pull the neck down or it can pull the neck up. Hardly ever do you ever have to use a rod to pull the neck up. The strings always do that. But I like the double rod for several reasons, but I'll not get into that now. I'll make a video on why I like the double rod. I'm just sure that they're superior. Probably the single action double rod is the best. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Right now, we'll play a tune that's mandolin. We're going to do an old gospel tune called I Feel Like Traveling On.